Part of what my research is in medical ethics, and it's just standard that you don't perform surgery on healthy children. That's kind of a bright line rule, unless you have very, very good reason to intervene because it's the most conservative and effective and necessary way to treat an extant disease, or if you have a case of repeated infections of a part of the body or something like that, then you might remove that part of the body. But if you just have healthy tissue, there's literally no other case. It's a part of common medical practice to just remove the tissue for essentially cultural reasons. On the matter of sort of torture, okay, without anesthetic, that's certainly the case. I mean, just imagine if you had a surgery on your genitals as an adult without anesthetic, it would be certainly consistent with definitions of torture. I mean, it would be excruciating pain, and it is certainly excruciating for infants. For the longest time, infants were not given anesthesia. Up until about the 1990s, there were still, among older doctors, this view that babies don't feel pain. There's a whole conversation we could have about how this myth had taken hold in the medical consciousness. But for the longest time, babies weren't given any pain control, and they said, well, babies cry at everything, so they're just going to fuss about this. It's really just a major failure of empathy. Because babies can't use words to say stop, it's very easy to discount their experience. Now some doctors do use pain control, and it's not clear what percentage, and it's certainly not 100%. It's probably closer to 60% or something around there. It depends on the region and how old the doctor is and what practices they're used to. But let's say you're using the very best form of pain control you can use short of general anesthesia, because that's contraindicated. There's something called dorsal penile nerve block or ring block. And this is, you have to essentially inject a needle several times into the base of the penis to administer this nerve numbing substance. And then you have to wait for it to set in, and then you perform the surgery. And there's been some studies on this where they have measures to determine what they consider clinically significant pain for the infant. So like, how much did they grimace? How much did they scream? What are the physical indicators that the infant is experiencing quite a lot of pain?
This